What is Otaku Ranger and why is it bullshit?
Are you trying to get me to yell at a stupid corporation on live television because we're at New York in a Saturday night?
What?
Don't judge the random.
This is TV.
I don't judge.
I mean,
recording?
there's a screen.
Wait, who's recording?
The
Carl.
pops
There's a bunch
are
of screens.
got cameras in them.
Yeah, but they're pointed the. You know what it is? It's probably TN.
I mean, he was on the floor earlier.
Your third eye open.
Him
Yeah,
and
he
Chelsea.
randomly fell last night.
The fuck?
Yeah.
It records in
Creating
3D.
earthquakes.
Like,
I was sitting down playing. Actually, I was on YouTube. And then, bloop, bloop. I'm like, the fuck was that noise?
Roshi was like, "Long live the king."
But no, Tien was like right under the speaker, and then Chaozu was like over here by the chairs.
I guess Chelsea was like self-exploded.
I mean, Chaozu, he's good at that.
Yeah, he is.
It's like his best attack.
For himself.
It's a spirit bomb attack. Only like he spams that. His death is just like a revolving door for him.
If he was a Saiyan, he'd be the most powerful character in the show.
Fucking. How does that? I still don't understand how that works, but okay. Because like you almost die and then you're just okay. All right. So,
It's
podcast
because all Saiyans have main character shenanigans.
wouldn't be complete without that. Anyway, so who's here?
People
There are people. Well, I mean, can you really call dark-skinned people people?
got a bear, Olympic Sasquatch, dark hair.
Try to make Joe laugh. He's sitting there like, it's too easy. Not gonna bait me. Really using the word darkies again.
I think his focus is elsewhere.
I have not used the word darky since that one slip up.
Slip up. That one very intentional slip up. So, who's here? Ungrateful Ninja.
Obscura.
Demonic and hot.
BBJ.
A.K.A. the Jokage.
How am I Jokage? I'm not strong enough to be that.
I like that. That's a lie.
How
Nigga,
is that
you the leader of this house. What you talking about?
How am I the leader of the house?
How am I the leader of the house? The liaison between us and the Marijois motherfucker that owns this place.
Wait. Remember that time Edgar held up the kick and shield and you kicked him and he went like across the room?
Never happened.
See, you see that grip?
Never happened.
Kick and shield. Edgar did like
I
a
think
720.
the person who should be that is the person with the most swords.
That would be you.
Remember when Javi tried to RKO you? You rejected him into the ground and dented the floor.
All right, he did that himself because he failed.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
So
10, 11,
you're the Jokage, and then Shadow is your Shadow.
13.
12.
13.
Don't you have like some downstairs too, or?
The most terrifying shadow character is for
No, I don't have any. Though.
Legend of Legendary Heroes.
Or
The
13.
dude in the Empire who can just instant transmission everywhere in the Empire.
Was that Shadow?
What?
He wasn't a shadow, but he was like the king's shadow.
Oh,
And you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
And he was monster.
Yeah,
He's over.
you're his Shadow character.
Who what?
So basically, the Hokage usually has a person who works from the shadows and does stuff for the village.
Mm-hmm.
Danzo was an asshole-ish version of it, but Sasuke is like a better version of that.
Is
The
he,
first
though?
Hokage, he is. He goes out and he like scouts the whole world and shit to monitor his potential threats. If they need him, they call him back, and
Yes, Bull Hancock.
Anyway, Bo Hancock. Why? I'm seeing a lot of cosplay of her recently.
The one upstairs in your room. And you have another 3 set
Who does?
things. So
Counting
I
swords.
posted at 12.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, and he got
That's
he got a
eight,
new
that's
sword.
8, 9,
So that means you fixed
Only
all the
got one
stuff with
preset.
the what's his name, right?
Mhm.
You fixed all the stuff with the what's his name because you got a new one, right?
I actually canceled it.
Oh, so that was like a consolation prize.
Well, no, because I saw it and at first I was like, look at this fucking bullshit, and I was like, cancel this. No, I'm done with this.
And then you start holding it where you were like, yo, this shit is done. No way.
See, you know what's gonna happen now.
Because it's supposed to be only for Shinwa, and that's the one that I like all their swords, and
you know what's gonna happen now that you canceled it. They're gonna send you a Gandalf the white staff. Be like, we know you've been wanting this. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
That will be my purchase in September. Actually,
I'm
I'm going to go through the entire thing. I'm getting all of the Lord of the Rings ones.
So are you already prepared to grow it out and have a bunch of people follow you around like hobbits?
I guess technically everyone looks like hobbits.
Yeah, that's why it'd be easy for you.
Yeah, you just find a bunch of Asian people.
I know a bunch of Asian people.
Yeah.
Trent would be the first one.
Not Laura.
Trent Shorter.
Wow.
Is she though?
Yeah,
Joe sniping
like
people
by
with
a
a
lot.
microphone
By a lot.
Okay.
I love you, Trent.
Sniping people with the microphone.
Trent is
again.
awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if she still draws from home. I remember she used to. Okay.
She does that, and she makes like little plushie.
Well, I know she used to do it. I was curious if she still does it.
Probably. Most likely.
Was she at?
No, she wasn't a vendor this time. She did go this past one, but she didn't. She was there with her boyfriend. But she wasn't there as a vendor.
I remember last time she had the sushi pillows.
Ooh.
Great.
And no,
I think
you
she had a
bought
happy
Knox.
too.
No, that was true.
That was
That was, yeah, I was watching.
Happy.
Yeah, I think she had a
It
happy
was,
pillow too.
I paid $70 for it. I think she was charging like $90. But she gave me like a friend discount.
So now that you've canceled the sword thing, now there's gonna be a guy that's gonna show up with a bunch of swords on his back, and he's gonna be like, "Why you cancel?" He'll break down the door.
It's gonna
and
be
like, "Why you cancel?"
the
And
rabbit.
then he's gonna see Joe, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, wrong house."
It's gonna be the rabbit from Thundercats.
Right? Oh,
That rabbit
dope.
was beastly.
Yo, that rabbit.
I
was
really
beast.
liked that season, but it didn't get enough support, and it got canceled.
Snarf.
And then they announced they were going to do a Teen Titans Go version of it, and people complained. It's like, well, you should have supported the good one, the
Why
basically
would they-
anime one. They basically made an anime Thundercats, and no one supported
It
it.
was fucking great too.
And
The
then
animation
now-
was perfect.
And then the whole like Thundercat Iron Man suit with all the different jewels. Oh,
I
that was
remember
freaking
me and
cool.
another Joe. There was another Joe.
There are many of them.
We were watching that with Colin, and we were like, "Yeah, you're a punk bitch. You don't have a whole fucking like Kamen Rider suit bullshit." And all of a sudden he flew it out. We were like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck!" Show got real.
Got real.
The flashbacks got real.
And then I don't know how accurate all that was. When they got into the hall, like there's all of the different worlds of like the species, and each one has a. I was like, oh, that's cool. That is
dope.
cool.
I think that was them like, we gotta.
They
revamp this
basically
shit
was like,
that.
"Yo, we doing extended universe," and then no one supported it. And it's like, oh,
It was good.
I mean, it also doesn't help that that Lego show was basically Thundercats also.
Oh,
Like,
Shima.
yeah.
Thunder.
So they had basically Thundercats. They had that, and then they had something else. So they had basically 3, animal based shows. And because that one's through Lego has mad money. So there's like, hey,
Lego had
keep
pull.
it on until we say take it off. You don't get a
after
say.
all the Bionicle stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So it was just bad timing.
Yo, I haven't heard the word Bionicles in years.
Golden Mask. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I saw it randomly the other day when someone put up a picture of they took a bunch of Bionicle pieces and made like anime titty like statues out of the pieces, and I was just like, "This is how you spend your time doing shit like that." Like, more power to you, bro. Someone's gonna buy it. You know, someone's gonna buy it.
If they haven't already.
We know who's going to buy it.
Right. I was gonna be like, "Is he here?" But I guess not. And we could have had Arnaldo, but then he don't talk.
Oh, we can go to probably the movies tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Just do it early tomorrow.
Yeah. So I'll probably get off after, or I just won't work in the
Whoa,
morning.
we shouldn't be talking about that on the podcast.
Why? You do.
I'm talking about getting off.
You mentioned Tom Holland multiple times.
That does not equate. That's me trying to date Mr.
See how his
Holland
eyebrow went up? Like,
Where does dating go, Joe?
to a restaurant to have food,
And then afterwards,
coffee, and then we go to our separate places.
really? Wow.
After a nice
what a
passionate
gentleman.
kiss.
After a nice passionate butt pound.
Wow, that's rude. You don't know that. Tom Holland is a gentleman and a scholar.
You know he's all about that Luke Cage coffee.
Wow.
He want that British brand. Like,
I gotta go record Spider-Man. You don't have to go.
That would probably make him.
Oh my god, no!
That would probably make him want to leave more.
Want another cup of Joe? terrible.
Oh, good lord, man. The jokes are coming in again.
Yeah.
None of which are from me.
Waking up.
Why, is that normally your job?
No, he always says I'm like always talking about him when I'm not. He's always the one like ragging on me for some unknown reason.
For the hordes of
he just
women.
hates me. Joe just hates
That are
me. That's
breaking
all
down
it
our
is.
front door to get to you.
See, he says he doesn't rag on me, but yeah, he's so silent with it. This is why he's a sniper. You don't see it coming.
See, this is the
But
same.
when he does it, it hits.
It's the same relationship because we
It's
have
the headshot.
person who's darker than us, who's clearly making fun of the bigger person. 'cause they're
Obviously,
bigger
I'm
targets.
lighter than you.
I don't know what you're inside of your hand. Okay, all right then. Shit. So, Shadow,
Yes, sir.
disappointment
What's up?
because apparently the show that we started watching, the Fire Show, apparently they are changing some stuff due to the animator fire at Kyoto Animations. So they're changing the color of the fire possibly. I think they said it was going to be blue. And I can't remember what else they're changing.
There is one. I could have sworn there was already a character in the show that uses blue fire.
I'm trying to think. Didn't the Excalibur kid, when he like got serious, it turned blue?
Or no, like just in general. Like his.
So
was-
did he sing the
I
song?
can't remember. What?
Excalibur,
Nigga.
Excalibur.
The second I saw that what his name was, I'm like, Arthur Boyle. I was like, that sword he's carrying is going to be Excalibur, ain't it?
Fool!
Something about Soul Eater person, he just loves Excalibur. I don't know what the fuck it is, but
Excalibur.
fucking
Great.
anyway. Yeah, so I don't know how that's gonna end up. I guess it's happened before where tragedies happen and then they have to change a show because it's too close to like what actually happened. But I mean, this one didn't seem like
They've done that with video games, where
Definitely, yes.
a game was going to come out and then they had to either postpone it or not let it go to that country. Because that's what happened with I think Motorstorm Apocalypse. There was a big earthquake level, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not taking this to Japan, or it might have been China."
Disaster Day of Crisis or whatever. It
Yeah.
had to change because of a bunch of like.
It was either Japan or China. They got hit with an earthquake right around the time that game was going to release. It was like, yeah, we're going to have to like delete that from the Japan version of the game or something like
I
that.
want to say there was something about Metal Gear Rising too.
That one I wouldn't know. I don't know a lot about
There's
Metal
like
Gear.
there was a thing that happened because of I can't remember. I think it was something that had to do with human trafficking because they were talking about human trafficking kids in the game. So people were, so somebody was like, "Oh, your game can't come here."
Oh, that actually reminds me. Death Stranding, the new Kojima game, came out with a new trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but apparently there's some guy whose heart stops every 20 minutes. And I'm like, that is rough. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I found out about it and I was like, that sounds interesting.
That sucks. So he's
Gonna-
got like a pacemaker or something.
I haven't gone into it at all. Literally, it was just like, hey, new trailer for Death Stranding. Kojima Studios introduces a character whose heart stops every 20-ish minutes. I think they might have said 21 minutes. He looks fine though.
Does
So
he get powers from it?
he looked like I saw a picture of the guy and he looks fine. So for someone whose heart stops, like 80 times a day, you look decent. Like you would think
good.
you think he would be messed up looking, but he's like.
See, he gets that good sleep in every so often. So I mean,
Damn.
Yeah, they probably got him like hooked up to like you know
am
what
I wrong?
You know they had Nagato hooked up to in Shippuden. That's probably what they got him hooked up to when he sleep to keep his heart going.
Who fucking Nagato?
Yeah. Remember that's what they got him.
That's or that kid from. Have you read Samurai 8? Like the first chapter.
Oh, it's been
Naruto's creator. He's got a hard on for people hooked up to life-saving machines. Because there's a kid who's like, oh wow, I wish I could go outside, but he's like connected to like this big ass like thing keeping him alive.
Hey, everybody has to have that mysterious anime disease.
His goes like a little far beyond that because it's like, bruh, I've never seen anyone actually. Kimimaro kind of was, because he was like mysterious anime disease and they had him hooked up to shit.
I mean, similar like hookup, but not because of mysterious anime disease. You remember the Teen Titans movie? The guy who could make stuff out of ink.
Shogun.
Yeah, remember he was all linked up to like the ink
cool.
facility and everything.
When Shadow gets his powers, he'll be like that guy. He'll be like, ink on the floor, and shit just comes out. You're just like, bruh. Or like Psy.
I was gonna say so. I'm sorry now.
Drawing shit.
There was there's a
art guys gotta have art powers.
there was a character
I'm
in
not an art guy.
You think you gonna have like fire powers or some shit?
There's a character in Negima that had that. She could draw stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
That's always a power.
I don't
they put in,
remember
like,
if she,
everything.
I don't remember if she was actually an artist or not though, because some of their powers were kind of like.
Was she like Conjuro?
It's been so long, and there's like 5 different versions of Negima. I have to go back and rewatch them.
Drawing a stupid dragon, and then it comes out. It's just like suffering.
Conjuros are hilarious.
It's just like
Little kid teacher.
Yeah.
That was a good anime.
Yeah. There's like 3 versions of the anime, so I gotta rewatch them. And then there's the manga. I think 2 versions of the manga. And then if you ever heard of it's called like Q Holder or QU Holder. I think that's supposed to be his like great grandson or something.
Great.
That's the one where he. I do know what you're talking about. It's like basically like the kid is. He is his grandson, and he's being like raised by one of the students, which was a vampire.
Yeah.
That was
best part is like the vampire chick has met like every generation of his family, and she likes him and hates him all at the same time. It's great.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. I think she was like a magical vampire, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute. I could be misremembering.
I mean, when are vampires not magic?
Well,
it's
like you know how like there's the vampires that bite you, turn to a vampire. I think she got like turned into a vampire via magic. So like she has like different shenanigans. I could be misremembering though.
There's actually one vampire where he's basically like a video game character. So when he dies, you actually see like one of his life counters go down.
That's stupid.
It was hilarious.
He's like Don Corotto.
And it's like it actually shows like the continue. Yeah, like you see him like yes and no.
There's a bad guy from one of the Kamen Rider seasons, but the one I told you, I think you about, because it's a video game playing doctor, and the bad guy gets to a point where like he has like 1 million lives, so every time he dies, he literally comes out of like a fucking Mario tube, and then it's like life counter 1 down. Fucking hilarious.
Choo.
Like he was trying to make the main character's powers. Trying to make the main character's like hyper mode or something like that, and he worked himself to death like multiple times. And he's like working at his computer, just sitting there like screaming, and then he just dies. Comes back and just starts working again.
Game design.
Right. I bet you Kirby creator wish he could do that.
I know you played No More Heroes 1 and 2. Did you play Travis Strikes Back?
No.
All right, because they announced that one's going to be headed towards the PS4 and PC. Was that the spin-off one?
I'm not sure. There's a couple spin-offs, because I know there's one where Shinobu and his brother are in it. Henry?
Brother.
Right.
But yeah,
his brother's an idiot.
Travis Strikes Again, Complete Edition,
Normally
PS4 and PC.
Brothers, one smart, one stupid.
Actually, Travis would be the stupid one. The main character you play as, he'd be the stupid one.
See, my brother is the dumb, good-looking one. I'm the smart, ugly one.
How good-looking is his brother if he's calling himself ugly?
My brother is the better-looking of the two of us. I will give him.
I
normally call him ugly, but
I hope you're not talking about Brandon.
Brandon is the better-looking of the two. Look how many jobs he got. I mean, he's not that smart. He has to be getting them somehow.
Word. Interviewer puts away the folder. He's like, "What that mouth do, though?"
See, they only say that to good-looking people, though.
Nah, crackheads got mouths.
I think you almost made them drown.
Take them teeth out and gum them.
Get over here, Shiny. Let me gum get a death.
Like a popsicle. You okay?
So this is my life, I guess.
So, I mean, I would say when it comes to tier of good lookingness, I am on the bottom. I am the youngest, and I do believe I'm on the bottom totem because Shanice and Brandon and Janelle are better looking.
Janelle,
my eldest sister. I
would
say never.
Yeah, go ahead. Rank your friend's family. Go ahead.
Shanice, Janelle, Bruce,
What he's family we talking about?
Yeah.
Still though.
Yeah, as my other
rank your family.
As your other older brother, he's definitely better looking than I am. He gets all the women folk. Do I have to bring? I have evidence now.
Now.
Evidence.
The sex tapes.
All the evidence. Ooh, I should get that.
What's that?
An
Scandal.
electric mop. I mean, why am I?
Electric.
Yo.
How long before he get electrocuted?
I'm
Did
apparently.
you just become a Karen?
Yeah, I'm a housewife apparently. I just got excited over a fucking mop.
So this is what 30 is. Oh, that's fucked up.
I mean, in
electric mop is safe. Just dunk it in water and it's safe.
In Spiral,
Wait a minute.
Ayumu was like really into like TV shows about like pretty much like shopping shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what part of the mop is electric though? I
mean, it has
it like
spins.
Kind of like
like a floor buffer.
Yeah, like floor buffer. I don't know why I was blanking on buffer. I was about to say, the floor thingy that makes it shiny. I'm senile at a young age, apparently. Put me in a home. Does that make me Frankie? Oh fuck! I don't know.
Oh my god, deja vu. You talking about getting put in a hole?
Someone changed the Matrix.
Either that or the world is how it's supposed to be. I guess I don't fucking know.
So I know you two watched Overlord. Have you watched Overlord?
He's the one that got me.
Oh, you watched Overlord?
some of it, yeah.
They are coming out with a puzzle game for Overlord. I don't know why. I don't know how.
Wait, like
Legit puzzle game. I think it's supposed to be along the lines of you know that game that you play with the cannonballs? You gotta match the things and they explode, you get points.
Oh, I
think it's gonna be like that.
I have a game that I play that's like what is it? It's like slots.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's supposed to be like that.
And you can like win points to use at like Las Vegas or whatever.
It's gonna be on the Switch, and I thought it was interesting because like of all the games you could have made with Overlord, you made a puzzle game. It's like you could have made a fighting game.
Really stupid.
You could have made like random anime dungeon
I
crawler.
can't recreate that fucking.
Yep.
Exactly. I can't recreate that moment that I love in the first season where he's just sitting there stacking enchantments on himself.
that was.
I can't recreate that like puzzle game. That was dope.
No, he played.
Maybe that's how you get bonus points.
So bad.
That is.
So like you know how for you got to do the whole can thing. Maybe like stacking the spells give you the bonus points. So when you
but if it doesn't cut to like a thing of him doing that, then I'm just.
I mean,
like,
it
this
might.
game failed.
It might.
Speaking of spells, I saw that thing in Shadow's room, and I was like, "Why does that look like if I drink it, it'll give me powers?"
He's talking about my potion lamp.
Oh, the Legend of Zelda one.
Yep.
Crazy.
That's right. I still got to figure out how to fucking change
I mean, I think
that.
that's like a glue inside the bottle.
So it'll change you.
Kindergarten days, yeah, eating glue.
I mean, you're the one that says I'm
I
about
never
drinking
ate glue though.
Are really?
Did you
Are
never?
sure?
Wait.
Are you one of the ones
I
that
was
put
dropped
it,
on my head.
Are you the one that put it on the back of the hand and tried to peel it off in one go?
Wait. Did you not eat glue, or did you eat so much that you don't remember?
No, I watched
I did
those
it on the
white
back
kids.
because I was
eat
like,
glue.
I gotta use these things.
Like I remember in third grade.
I did it on the back of my hand.
I did that on like the bottom and just like peel it off after it dried.
I remember in third grade, kids like licking the back to the sticky part of tape.
The fuck?
I feel like I Korean. I'm like, you white kids are crazy.
What the fuck?
These niggas would eat paper.
What type of white people were you around?
Really stupid ones. Shout out to you, Mike Fish, for eating fucking paper in third grade, you idiot.
You talking about me sniping people?
He's not even gonna. Well, yeah. How many people?
I thought you were gonna say he's not even alive. I was about to say, God damn.
If he's dumb enough to eat paper, Darwin might have taken care of that shit. Anyway.
Darwin has been failing this whole damn time. Yes. The one before that.
The fuck?
Do you have
Yes.
You still plan on getting the Switch one day?
Yes.
I mean, one day, yeah. I also plan on eventually, like, being financially stable, but who knows when the fuck that's gonna happen.
There is a Disney some festival Nintendo Switch.
What?
Yeah, it has like purple and pink Joy-Cons. Or purple and blue. I have to check.
What?
I took a picture of it.
Shadow's like purple.
Definitely.
Yeah, but those aren't. You can't take them off, right? They're just on there.
No, those are the.
No, it's a regular Switch.
Yeah,
the regular.
It's a special Disney edition Switch.
It's the Switch.
So that's what I'm going to buy. Then.
The Switch Lite is the one where
that'd
it's
be
like
perfect for my nieces.
And what's crazy is like all these designs are like little like Mickey Mouse designs and stuff, and it's real nice. It's
because one likes pink,
nice.
one likes purple. What am I looking at?
You've never seen My Life as a Teenage Robot?
Yeah, but like XJ9, isn't she blue?
No.
She's blue, she was green, she would die, she was green, she would...
Technically, she's like a teal.
What also crazy about this Switch
like
is
a
that it has a
cyan.
special dock for it, special design dock just for it and everything.
That's dope.
Isn't that what
Yeah.
blue is?
Blue
I'm
green.
dumb when it comes to colors.
Extra colors.
It's a mix between blue and
Fuchsia. I didn't even know all the towns in Pokemon were named after the colors.
You can ask him when it comes to fucking colors. I'm like, if it's not red, black, white, blue, or green,
If it's not a base Power Ranger, it don't exist.
Damn. Colorblind?
I'm not colorblind. It's just like my grandma said, "Can you go get the maroon folder?" And I was like, "What color is maroon?"
Isn't maroon like a purplish?
That's like a dark red.
See, I failed too.
like a dark reddish brownish color.
What is vermilion?
Vermilion.
It's still a red. It's just. Is it darker or light? I think it's like a more crimson red.
I would say more of a.
Cerulean's probably a blue.
Lavender kept fucking me up too.
I would say like a reddish, almost purple.
It is though.
Okay.
It's the color of that flower though, so it's purple.
But see, I was like, wait, lavender. I was like, wait, I don't see any flowers here. What are you talking about, lavender? And of course, me being the type of person, I'm looking for something with a fucking flower on it. And it was like, but listen,
What
I don't
color
know colors.
The fuck color is palette?
Or cyan.
Cyan is like the light, like a really, really light blue.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like the name of an alien. Oh no, the Cyan are attacking. We are the Borg.
The Cyan
Like-
are attacking.
I don't know what it is. All I know is I want it.
But no. It's vermilion is a red.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know.
Are named after. I didn't know. And then what? Second generation, they're all named after flowers like goldenrod and shit like that.
Only reason I know is red is because a lot of in anime and video games, vermilion is usually either someone who wears red or someone who uses fire. So that's why I just figured it was a red.
Whose last name is Vermilion? Mavis? Is it Mavis?
Maybe wavy.
From Fairy Tail? I don't know. Fucking whatever. Oh, speaking of anime, Dr. Stone. So has everybody watched it?
Nope.
No?
I have not seen the newest episode, but I have watched it.
And
It's awesome.
Joseph.
Like the sound is good.
Yeah, people go watch it. Go support Boichi and whoever else makes it. I don't know. Boichi just like draws it. Apparently the two people are coming to New York anime thing. The one I told you about last year in like November is right after Comic Con, I want to say.
I don't know which one is after Comic Con.
It's
Is it? Well, you said it was one. Is it the one in New York? Or is it the one in Maryland?
New York.
Okay, then yeah, I'm not sure. Because there was one in Maryland after Comic Con, I believe.
I think it's called like New York Anime Expo or something like that.
I didn't know New York had an anime expo. I know California does because that's like the biggest anime convention in the
country.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, remember last time I was telling you guys about the whole Joy-Con drift? Apparently Nintendo's gonna fix them for free.
What the hell does that entail? You gotta like send this stuff in?
I'm not sure, but apparently like if you paid to get it fixed, they'll like
reimburse you?
Yeah, they reimburse you and everything.
Nice.
And then if it is messed up, they'll fix it. So I'm like, that's cool.
Bruh, I paid like $2,000 on all these controllers. Give me. That's fucked up.
Oh, I got something for you, Ungrateful.
Give me.
Mega Man X Drive was announced, and it's supposed to be an action RPG for smartphones. And I know how you love your Mega Man stuff.
Fucking hate smartphone games though.
Well, actually, people were trying to figure out if it has controller support. Because if it has controller support, it can get interesting.
For my phone?
Xbox controller.
But I'd still be playing it on my phone, right?
If your phone can project, you can project it onto a TV.
What kind of phone do you have?
Crap. According to him. It's actually
it's a
Moto E5 Plus. Yeah. I like it, but according to this one, it's terrible.
That's it?
Then again, for what I use it for.
I'll give it right back. I promise.
Don't look at my porn.
Oh, those sex tapes.
Good luck if you could find it though, because I can't even find it. Because I started using it because it doesn't have this phone doesn't have it kind of has the file app where you can like look through the phone and look through the stuff that's saved on the phone, but like it's not laid out like the other ones, so it's kind of weird. I don't know.
It was funny is he got fucked up doing that one day.
So you can project.
Closing things on my
So mind damage. Basically, Joe showed me his phone for something, and then out of like
no, you wanted to see because of Google Maps and
Google Maps, yeah, because I didn't have my phone on me. So out of like instant, because I normally do this whenever I'm done with something, I go to this part, and then I just swipe away all the shit. Because I'm like, okay, fresh start. Mm-hmm. I forgot that I was using Joe's phone, and as I was swiping, I saw some of his porn.
Oh, he saw my Twitter stuff. Which
was a dude, like, I guess trying to get, like, airplane fed. Like, here comes the day. He was just like, eh.
But yeah, I was just looking at the setting. You can cast. So you'd be able to project it to like a TV.
Yeah, I did notice that. I just don't know. I still don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out though.
Oh,
cast too.
I got more news for you, Ungrateful Ninja. You remember Monster Rancher?
No.
Well, apparently, from what I've heard, the very first Monster Rancher game, you know that one that came out back in 1997, is getting
game battle thing.
The PlayStation one. The one where you can put your disc in and then OG Monster Rancher is getting ported to something in 2019. They haven't announced what, they haven't announced when, but apparently it's getting a port.
Just fucking make another one. What the fuck?
I don't know. I was surprised they haven't made another one because there's enough where they can just do it, but it would be tricky to promote it because, like, you know what I mean. This isn't really old IP.
It's really old, but it's like it's one of those things that's like
they actually had an MMO. They had an MMO for a while.
Who have watched it, like it.
Yeah. But it's an old IP, and also you have to compete with Pokemon and Digimon, and
but it's hard to fail when you're like.
Watch.
It's hard to fail when you're like aiming stuff at boomers' kids. There's so many of us that you can just make money barely doing anything.
Yeah, that is true. But they haven't said what it's going to be on. They just said it's going to be ported to something in 2019. And I know you love your Monster Rancher, so had to let you know. I love
characters in Monster Rancher like Tiger. He needs to be transported to other things.
Is it Tiger or Tigger?
Oh shit, Tigger. What? Now I'm imagining Tiger in the world of poo. It's not going to end well.
See, I never really liked saying Tigger growing up.
It's too close to nigger.
Yeah.
That hard R?
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, the hard R kind of makes me iffy with saying it.
That's
I remember...
Tigger.
I'm trying to remember... Remember we were doing something and you used the hard R and you was like, whoa. Trying to remember.
I straight up said I can't remember. And I straight up
it was
said
like within like
and I was
like,
ooh.
Yeah,
I didn't
he
like
felt
that.
it. I don't know what we were doing, but he just said it hard R and he was like, ooh. Like you could see him, he was like, ooh. And I was like, why'd you say that? He was like, I don't know.
It was very weird.
It just came out.
Secretly, I'm actually racist.
Secretly?
Yeah, all right. Everybody who listens to this already knows I'm racist.
Yeah.
I'm saying that like you not.
Everybody's a little bit racist.
It's true.
You and you.
We just not gonna involve him after what he said about. I'm not gonna say that.
Wait, what did I say?
Nothing.
There's no proof then.
I don't want anybody tearing you apart. I'm not gonna do that to you. Anyway.
I don't want to do that to Shadow.
That's why I said I'm not doing it.
Wait, what did I say?
No, I'm curious. It's like, what did you say?
Something similar to what my grandfather said, remember? He got in trouble for it.
That was hilarious, though.
That was fucked up.
I am like so...
I'm very intrigued right now.
And then my mom and my grandma were looking at him like, nigga, really?
Oh, I just thought about something.
Did he say nappy-headed hoe?
No, but he said some shit that I'm like, bro.
We'll talk. You gotta go to sleep later, right?
No, we're talking about it later. No, so
I just thought about something.
Other stuff.
You
know how
right? It did not. It did not explain.
See how hard he laughs?
I don't want him to get hurt.
How is he going to get hurt? No one knows that we even live in San Diego to begin with. I mean,
people that it's aimed at are dangerous. I don't want to get hurt.
Oh, what did you say about the Italians?
Wow, they're not dangerous.
The midgets.
What are they gonna do? Feed you to death?
Are you sure about that?
That's
make you pee out your ass with all the fucking cheese they put in all their stuff.
The cheese block everything up.
Has either or.
See, he just can't process dairy, so that's why it's like, know what it is.
Actually, had that first thing happen to me one time, and I was like, "Oh my god, am I getting to that point?" Because apparently, black people are just like, we just stopped processing cheese.
Really? That's I saw that. That's great, isn't it? Physics.
I still want to know what did I say?
Physics. What?
What did I say that was like racist or?
I'm not doing that to you. I'm not gonna do it because this will be recorded.
Was it something about Asian people? Like what?
Afterwards.
I don't talk bad about Asian people.
Nah.
You always talking about you want to fuck them. I mean, that's pretty fucked up. Yeah, leave the women alone. They're treasures. They're God's gift.
So anyway,
to the world.
Speaking of Asian people, their culture is leaking into our army. Because apparently the army is training Ginyu Force people to combat the Naruto.
Listen.
Naruto people. We're going to be trying to storm Area 51.
The white people have stolen everything that they could from the black people, so now they need to go somewhere else. What's next? The next darkest people, Asians.
I really just wish I was there for that, for that press thing where the dude's just like, okay, so Naruto is this. This is what Naruto is. Just explain to a 5-star general what Naruto is and what Naruto running is. I really just wish I could have been there, just been like,
oh,
it's fucking great.
Untimely. You should have been there. I was talking to him. Me and him were talking about that, and I was like, what would happen if... You've seen The Great Ninja War, right?
Yeah.
You remember how the bum ninjas ran up on Madara, and Madara just washed them all? I was like, what would happen if they had someone watching Naruto? Like one of the army guys watching Naruto, and then instead of having a bunch of people come out, they had a Madara level military dude come out and just wash all those nerds.
Make him be into it too. Be like, show him that scene so he can do the same fucking
where just wash.
They'll be like, oh shit. Yeah, no, we ain't doing this. Nah, fuck that.
You have some brigadier general level dude come out just like Madara, just washing all the Naruto runners. Oh, it'd be great. It would be great.
Kushala.
Dora?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Kushala.
But it's such a pretty... No, not really.
See, old Kushala was decent because you could turn off the tornadoes. New Kushala is like, hey, I'm going to have windproof. And, like, doesn't do anything.
Updated. Like older versions.
Okay.
From
updated.
Freedom and stuff.
Oh, so it is old. From a previous version of the game.
Yeah, Kushala's been around since... actually, Kushala might have been around since 2, I think. The two never came to America.
That's mad far back.
I think because the front monster looks like a Kushala, but the shading and stuff looks a little different. Yep. The only monster that's like returning through every game is Rathalos and Rathian, I believe.
Yeah, because Rathalos is like the flagship thing.
Yeah, Rathalos was the very first
and then
flagship.
They're like, oh, we have to have the female version of it, so Rathian.
You know, it was a really fun monster for me, Gravius. Because it could do the, you know how Uragan, I don't think you've seen one before.
Probably not.
But you know how Uragan can release the fire?
Yeah.
Gravius could do fire and it could do sleep. And it also can do a hyper beam attack. And it was great. Because I was playing with a friend of mine and he walked into the map and then the hyper beamed him back out of the map.
I used to hate that shit.
It was
remember Agnoctor?
Snorlax. He got fire blasted.
Remember Agnoctor with the fucking bullshit
fire
beam thing that goes around?
Not like since he mentioned that kind of reminds me of like something I originally had written for the Dark Chaos Theory. How for one of the fights where Enigma was fighting your character. And like he gets kicked through a portal, and then Shadow's just like, "Nah, I'm gonna kick you back in there."
You want to finish this fight?
Yeah, Gravius was cool. Gravius had a breakable chest, so it had it was basically big rock monster, but you know it's a wyvern, so it has wings, mad heavy, and it charges you. But if you do enough damage to his chest, it would actually break open, and you can see like the meat and stuff. And you could also cut off his tail. His tail had 2 carves.
I thought I had seen that before, because isn't that the one that remember in the last game?
It was in the PSP games.
But remember in the last games, there was the one thing that used to hide, and it looked like 3 rocks just sitting there. Like it would hide underground.
I'm trying to think.
Underground. The back
was that a Gravius or was that a Basarius? Because there's like a bigger one and a smaller one.
Bigger.
Like you know how there's Agnactor and then you know how there's Agnactor and then there's the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Imagine the smaller ones, but they're like a lot bigger though. So if Grave is like. So like for example, if
my
Grave
brain
is
just
like,
shut off when you said that. I was like, yo, wait. Imagine the smaller was bigger. It's like,
so like for example, if Grave is like the size of I'm trying to think. So if Grave is like 80 feet, this is not obviously. I'm just using an example. If Grave is 80 feet, Basarius was like 60 feet. So it's still really big, but not as big as Grave.
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, and also Grave had like a Morningstar kind of tail. And it was real big and chunky, the tail.
I'd have to go back and play 4.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's...
Yeah, it was probably in 4. But I know Basarius, it didn't have like a dedicated hyper beam attack like Grave, so it would scream like, ah, and try to do it, nothing would come out, it'd be hilarious. Like, so cute, die.
Yeah, because I remember a thing that used to hide in the area, and it just looked like a mining spot.
Yeah,
and you'd run up to it.
See, both of them used to do that, that's why I'm not sure.
Who the fuck?
Both of them used to do that, so I'm not sure which one it is. But I remember Basarius had a crystal version where it was all like blue and shiny, and its hunting horn was a guitar.
Hunting horns are they're weird.
I like the visuals of hunting horns, but I can't really utilize them well, so I don't.
Have you guys ever seen anyone utilize a hunting horn?
I've heard of a team that they did it was 2 hunting horn users and 2 I think paralysis users. Paralysis greatswords maybe. And I hear they used to do work.
Let me see. Is that the thing?
But
yeah. I remember that. Arnaldo put that up a week ago.
About a week ago.
That's a bad one.
I'm trying to think.
Damn, yo.
Yeah, that's not funny. That's that shit that's not if your friends find out you laugh at that and be like, yo, you're a serial killer.
I mean, you seen him with his glasses on and off.
I feel like so bad for this post, man. That's just...
Have you ever you played Generations? Have you played 4?
Yeah. Remember because I bought 4 and then I bought 4 and then Generations came out a couple months later and I was like, what the fuck?
Seregios was a great monster.
Seregios was a bitch.
Seregios was wonderful.
You fucking god awful bitch.
I feel like Joe would hate it though. I feel like Untimely would hate it.
There's a couple monsters that I know Joe would
hate.
I really want
Seregios was I believe the original monster that inflicted bleed.
Yeah. And that was back when there was barely anything to stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, Seregios was cool because Seregios weapons were unique in that they could auto sharpen almost. So they were really, really, really cool.
I'm stoked for Iceborne though. So the festivals have started. Who's done festival shit?
I have.
Yeah.
I have not.
Yeah. Have you forgiven me for not telling you the night?
No, I finally caught a necker. I caught it earlier.
Oh yeah, I got one of those too.
Hear that? You call it nigger.
I said necker.
Found the Huntress baby pictures.
It's fucked up.
Have you got a necker yet?
Caught a no.
She is.
I was about to say it again. Necker.
Kind of looks like Sloth from Ice Age.
Ew,
oh god damn!
Why are her eyes far apart? Damn! Oh! No!
You ever want to see what the Huntress look like as a child? That's her.
The Huntress.
Now you know why she's always.
Joe,
now, do you think Tigger Brahe would be more afraid of her or the British lady?
British lady. The British lady is his Freddy Krueger. He sees that in his nightmares.
Oh, we gotta get her to come to a con and get him to go to the con.
I gotta call her and be like, "Oh, my friend loves you. You should come to his. You show up at his house."
Now we gotta get him a birthday cake. She pop out the birthday cake.
Nah, I wouldn't trust Arnaldo with that because he might try to kill her if he sees her. Fight or flight will kick in, and he's just gonna fight.
You know what's gonna be? It's gonna be like freaking Fumofu. When they tried to fight the janitors, guns don't work, martial arts don't work, can't stop them.
They're sitting there in a trance broken. Shit was great.
I gotta watch it's not new anymore, but they came out with another series or season.
Season.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I'm so behind in anime. It's terrible.
Yeah, right.
That's because like in the middle of watching one, 4 other ones come out that I want to watch, and it's like, oh.
Speaking of which, I got to Shield Hero. I'm at like episode 18, 19 right now.
So
relate to him on a very deep level because my anger bubbles over for a lot of people I know.
I said that
people at this table.
I mean, if you want to get mad at something, watch Black Summer. The
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
Don't watch it.
It's a good show.
It's a good show, but god damn it, why you? Oh!
See,
just throwing shit.
Listen, this dude. How do you go out of your way to do the dumbest shit?
Sakura.
And you know it's the dumbest shit. And when you have a chance to do the smartest fucking thing in the world, you skip over the first step to make it the best decision and make it the worst decision. How? How? And it's like, I don't know why they're making characters like this in every show, but it's infuriating.
It's the spirit of Sakura.
Oh
She has to
my
jump from person
gosh.
to person.
It's like...
Joe, I need to show you a season of Kamen Rider.
Sakura's not that fucking
I need
stupid.
to show you a season of Kamen Rider called really Gaim, and you can understand my hatred of grapes. You can understand my hatred of grapes, and you can understand why Carl always likes to bring up a character named Michi, and why I fucking hate him with an all-consuming rage that I find myself thinking about this motherfucker at random times of the day. I'm like,
so fucking dumb. And now we know why he'd be at the punch bag all the time.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I was at the punch bag last night. I don't know. It was a nexus of like 3 different things attacked me at the same time, and I'm like, my nerves, I couldn't take it, so I went straight to the punch bag, and I knocked it over after 2 hits, which I didn't realize I was that angry. Apparently, I've leveled up. I didn't know that.
Shield Hero style.
Whammon.
I see the icon in my bottom left. Okay.
I had a question for you. So before you started watching it, I said you would hate the Spear Hero. Do you hate the Spear?
Nigga. He is the dumbest motherfucker, and he's the special kind of dumb where like everybody fucked up, right? But then afterwards, he's like, "How dare you guys? How dare you guys cause so much trouble for now for me?" I was like, "Nigga, you shut the fuck up." I'm glad that little girl kicked him in the nuts in like full bird form, sent him flying. Good.
Was it like the kid punched Deku?
Oh, it was worse. It was worse.
Straight
he had hang
time.
time.
How did you feel about
he got
that
air.
kid? That's
Yo,
what I told you.
He was such a dick.
I told you we were gonna like that kid.
Who's that?
Yo,
the kid that Midoriya saves from Ultimate Muscle.
That kid's great. Water. Dumb attack. That's why you're God.
I knew you would be like, yo, this fucking kid.
I'm glad Joe just covered me because I was
about to say terrible shit. Yeah, I heard it. So
you got dumb powers. That's why your parents. Ooh, let me stop. No.
That's why
he's not Batman.
That's why it's great how we don't know yet.
Damn right he's not Batman. You know why? Because Batman would already be learning how to murder that guy who killed his parents.
Someone beat him to it. But what I was going to say, it's great how his relationship with Philo is with respect to the Spear Hero. Every time she kicked him in the nuts, high five.
I hate that dude so fucking much. He's like, he's so stupid, and he's the oldest person there.
Yep.
Like I can understand why. So there's 4 of them, right? And
have you guys watched any of Shield Hero out of curiosity?
I have not.
That's what we're gonna have to watch next.
All right, yeah, we'll have to watch that because the main character is like the second oldest person. He's like 20 or 19 or something like that. The Spear Hero is 21. He's the oldest person. The Sword Hero is like the 3rd oldest, I think. He's
12.
But he's also the smartest person. And then the youngest kid is like 16. Because I remember they said he was like junior high school.
Yeah. So probably like 16, 17, 19, 21 roughly.
Are we talking about androids?
Yeah. Pretty much. 21's a fat.
Oh.
Wait, was 21 the fat one or the?
No, it's 19.
It's 19.
Android 21?
Yeah, Android 21.
Redhead glasses.
Okay, yeah.
19 was the fat one that Vegeta destroyed, right?
Yes. Fat white, kind of looked like
a regular white
Super
person.
Chaozu.
No, I was gonna say kind of looked like Why am I thinking of Ho Chi Minh? Fucking Now Sammo Hung. God damn it. Fucking, what's his name? Kim Jong-un.
So, are you happy that they're in talks of a second Kung Fu Hustle?
I keep seeing the Kung Fu Hustle stuff everywhere.
I did not know this, but yes. Hell yeah.
I just want to know who's going to be in it.
I mean, Stephen Cho's probably going to be. I mean, he's in all this stuff.
I'm going to need them to make a Funko of her, so I can get it.
For which one? The Boo version? Oh, both. Like I said, both.
Isn't
because the Boo version only
exists. This is the one that's in the game, right?
Yeah, the Boo version only exists in the game, right? Like it's not an anime thing. Have they made
anime?
Funko Pops?
No, but
have they made Funko Pops off of purely just video game stuff?
Okay, then yes.
In general, or for Dragon Ball Z?
Well, there's a fuck ton of new Dragon Ball Z ones that they're putting out soon.
There's also, I was gonna say they might be putting stuff out for the Dragon Ball Hero stuff, because that's all like fan service, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and all that type of stuff.
I've been thinking about buying the outfit they have for Goku.
I saw you post
that.
That. Yeah,
I'm really considering getting.
Are you gonna get swole for it?
I'm trying to get swole, but
see, you gotta get it. You gotta get it at a size that you can like work towards, so that way you can bust it down.
Joe, I'm gonna tell you something that Garfield taught me, that temporarily fatness can be shifted to muscle, temporarily, but then it goes back.
No,
exactly.
It just made me have to poop.
Or you could be like Bucho, just be fat and then like
scoop skip potatoes.
Yeah.
Scoop skip
actually,
potatoes.
Have you seen Air Gear?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, you know Bucho.
Yeah. That's a very nice.
I've seen those a lot. The figures of her.
Now, how much is that one? $200?
Probably. Box lunch. Let's see.
Oh, $300 then.
I mean, it can't be more expensive than that Madara Guy Sensei.
I had heard
Bruh, seriously though, that's damn. You might say $1,000 for that.
$50.
Oh, nice. That's pretty well.
Because I had heard that like the Boo Android 21 was like, it's popular, but it's mostly popular with like hentai loving people. So, which is why they like most people didn't want to really get behind like selling too much of the shit, because they were like, oh, this is just gonna be like fetish shit. Some companies like to stay away from it. Though.
Everything's a fucking fetish.
It is, but some companies like to distance themselves from it. I don't know why, because you could just lean into it and make more money.
Sex sells, make the fucking money.
See, Japan is weird because of our...
Japan is weird.
I was going to say.
But Japan is contradictory more because of our bullshit with like helping them make their constitution after World War II. Because like, we put... Like, the people who helped make their constitution were mostly people who were like church-going... Like, oh, porn's bad, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But then you're fucking with a country of people who's like, I mean, they've had porn for a dumb long time. Like, pretty much before most people.
Japan just doesn't like us to begin with, but, I mean...
Well, yeah. So they have this weird thing of like, yeah, we porn, but also like, you know, blur the vaginas or whatever. It's like, what? Why? You're weird.
I mean, and I really just want more things of Jiraiya based and Yujiro, because those two characters I think don't get enough love as they should.
No.
Because every figure that I see for Jiraiya is the same one.
Yeah.
And
it's like
the same
very
pose.
Sad.
Yeah, there's literally like 3.
But it's a very sad. It's not even a good one. It's a very sad looking.
I've only ever seen 3, and they've all been the same 3.
The Jiraiya figures, they do not.
Is he doing like the kabuki pose where he's on one leg and?
I've seen that one only once, but the other one he's just standing there.
That's fucking depressing.
Exactly.
You make a character that's just like, hey, let's just have him stand there. That's fucking weird. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I've seen a few good Jiraiya's, but it's hard to find a good Yujiro.
That makes me think of, I know a lot of places are starting to get concerned because apparently manga is starting to like overtake comics.
So it's like you can put them in different positions if you want, but I mean,
that one's not too bad.
This one,
yeah. There's a Jiraiya pose, but they're not doing like.
You have to tilt it down, or because
that looks kind of like something that would be at the back of one of his books or something like that, like a picture of him.
Yeah,
because like it's not too over the top.
See,
it's not.
That's what you need right there.
Exactly. Like, what is with
and
this
how much
creating?
How much is that one going to be?
Action characters without fucking like. Why would you not put them in action poses?
$38.99.
What happened? Let me see.
fuck everybody.
Yo, that's fucked up.
Did they do pain? Stabbing? Wow. Bruh.
Why?
Bruh.
You didn't need to do that.
Bruh.
That's fucked up. Entire statue of Jiraiya just with pain chakra receivers in his back. It's like, god damn.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, that's fucked up.
There you go.
Who the fuck did that?
So this one, Joe, is $38.99. That one I showed you.
Who is it?
The one I just showed you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. You just close your phone.
Yeah, I'm closing out that window.
So manga is overtaking comics, and people are starting to get concerned because they're like, "Oh, this, that, and the third." But I'm like,
is, in my think better.
It's been a bigger market since the get-go.
You get more content.
Yeah,
like way more content.
And it's different content. It's not the same fucking characters for 70 years doing different shit. Nice. That's a better one.
I definitely buy that one.
Now that's out of your price range.
How much is that? How much is that one?
1,000.
Damn.
I don't know.
That would be depressing though. Just looking at that because you know how that fight ends. So a statue of that.
$520.
$520. That's not too bad.
2 paychecks.
That's one paycheck. Well,
god damn.
Well, actually, at this point, 1 paycheck.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I get there's so much confusion and stuff with respect to like American comics because you have anyone who wants to write the story can pick up a Spider-Man thing if they okay it.
They were saying that there's like a new origin for Spider-Man now.
Yeah,
like someone wrote a new origin.
So anyone who takes it can just do whatever they want with it. That includes going back and changing shit. So like they changed recently Captain Marvel because apparently the reason that she didn't die when she got her powers is because technically she's already half Kree. Because her mom is apparently a Kree soldier, and apparently her dad was an abusive asshole. Which I'm like,
why is the dad's always the abusive one?
I don't fucking know. It's so weird. Really and I'm sitting there like, your mom is like a super like she could easily kill her father. So why didn't you're just taking abuse for no reason? Is it because it didn't hurt?
But see, that to me is like, oh, we're going to empower women by having them be the strong one. It's like, well, if you're going to do that, how about you have her fuck up the guy that's trying to fuck her up?
Oh, because that's not... Nowadays, they're like, that's not, what's that?
But see,
it's a dope drive.
They made Gamma weird, though. It's like one part always has to be subpar.
We're always starting to do this whole thing where, like, if you look at Kill Bill and stuff like that, they're like, why does it have to be a thing where people are having a problem with the whole, like, oh, women don't have to be, like, overly violent and this, that, and third to be strong and this, that, you know what I mean? They don't have to be physically strong to be strong. And I'm sitting there like, they don't have to be, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe because they spammed it too much in the beginning.
Well, no, see, Kill Bill, that one, it was the most equal powered relationship in it. Yes, Uma they were both in a loving relationship. For whatever reason, she got in her mind with her having a kid, it's going to be bad for the child because of the world she's in. So she's going to leave it. Now, that right there is like having zero faith in the person that you so-called you're in love with. So for me, I kind of say, well, she really wasn't that in love with him if you're not going to give him a chance to prove you wrong. Alright, but now he's hurt at the fact that you left him like that. Now he's gunning after you because you broke his heart. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened.
I heard they were making a new one.
Yes, they're in talks of doing a third.
Yeah, he's talking to Uma.
She's going to be called Kill.
I think it's just going to be called Kill B
Kill La Bill.
for
Kill La Bill.
That's nice. I like that.
I like Kill La Bill.
But the only way they can make that work is if Vernita Green's daughter is coming to kill Beatrix. That's the only way that they could make
Vivica A. Fox's character?
Yes.
The figure I have upstairs right now is pretty much the same in a way. It has like the same
That's
saw thing.
Those are dope figures.
That one's not even that expensive, Joe. That's only $80.
This one's 26.
I get that one.
It's out of stock though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, fucking course.
That's why I said it's too bad.
Because people, they make shit and then they like leave,
I was
they
literally
leave
going to say, send me the link, and I was going to buy it right after the podcast.
They make their shit and then they leave the fucking page up, even though they're like, oh, we're not making that anymore. But they leave it up, so you're like, well, fuck, I want that. And it's like, okay, well, they don't exist anymore. It's like,
Frog looks weird on it, but that one's not that bad. That one's in stock.
Yeah, that always sucks when, I don't know. I'm trying to look for that. There's a poster from the Bardock movie that came out. I don't know if I've ever showed you that. You've never been in my house, so.
No, it's terrifying there. That's why you left.
Nah, but I have this poster of it's Bardock and Goku, and then it's like two sides or whatever. There's the orange and the blue, and then it's like showing Bardock's whole story, like all the characters in Bardock's story, and then all the characters in like Goku's story, and it's them like back to business, like Goku crouching, and then Bardock like over him or whatever. And I can't seem to find that as a wall scroll because they don't sell it anymore because it was part of the promotion for like the original movie that came out like dumb long ago. So I keep finding like pages where people were selling it at one point and they're like, oh, auction's done. I'm like, nigga, auction's been done for like 10 years. Why is this page still here? Dope.
The whole squad.
Well, it doesn't have Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Man, fuck
well,
it.
Actually, the way this is set up, each one is a separate figure that you can put together to do that. Yeah.
Can you get the of them like that? Why don't you like? You have to admit, Orochimaru is probably the most interesting character in all of Naruto.
Yes.
You see the way the base is
outside
designed?
of Itachi.
In the way that like danger and weird shit is.
See how the base is the yin yang sign, so you can put the different yin yang signs together to match them together.
Because he's not just like a bland ass person. Who's
it's because
he's weird.
He's weird as hell, and everything that he's been doing, you're like, okay, well, why is he trying to do this and do that? And you still don't get all the answers for everything he's trying to do. Then you kind of find out the fact that it's another Itachi level thing where he's not actually a bad guy. He's just taking the fall from everything because why not just put the blame on me? Everyone
also
thinks I'm already bad.
That it's almost like he doesn't really even know why he does everything.
See, he's like Kurotsuchi without having a want to do all that, basically. It's like he's doing it, but he's like, well, why am I actually doing this?
Exactly. He's not self-aware enough to...
Yeah.
Because one of the things they don't teach you in ninja school is how to be self-aware. They teach you how to fucking run 50 miles an hour.
You're not supposed to be self-aware. You are here to die for your
You are
people.
A tool. Word, you're a tool.
You are a ninja tool, literally.
Listen, kids, you're all tools. Fucking... Okay. All right. That's fucked up.
I mean, it's
Truth hurts.
Yeah, but no. Back to this this comics thing. When it comes to anime, when you have conversations about anime, there's only what happened and like who did what and this, that, and third. Because like you have data books and stuff that can tell you Sakura could do genjutsu or whatever. But it's like if she didn't do it back then does she really even have it? Who gives a shit? Like it. So that's my thing though. They come out with these things and they just start talking about this shit. But like with American comics, the conversation is always more complicated because it's like, okay, we're talking about Batman could beat the fuck out of Superman. I'm like, okay, which Batman are you talking about? Which Superman are you talking about? What does Batman have that lets him do that? This, that, and third, blah, blah, blah. Also, who's the author that wrote this? Like, what story are you talking about?
You have to find out which one is canon, which one is not.
Because there's so much shit. People have been writing those stories for fucking 70 plus years.
Yeah, but see, that's also another reason why I do understand why manga is outbeating comics. It's because there's a whole lot of confusion. But people, see, for me, that's one thing that I do like about comics is the fact that it's a broader conversation that you can have when you have people who are actually into it.
Yeah.
Now, one of the bigger issues about all this stuff now is that...
Where do I start? Can you imagine asking someone like, okay, so One Piece, where do I start with One Piece? Because there's like 15 different things for one. It's like, no, start at the fucking beginning. But like with Superman, you can't start at the beginning. You can fucking read 7 years.
I mean, if you go way back, OG Superman wasn't even a superhero. Like way. When they first concocted him,
asshole just doing stuff.
Yeah, when they first concocted him, yeah.
Man, so that's why I was like, it's at this point, and that's why I tell people like, no one even realizes the fact that when it comes down to like DC stuff. When I tell people, Superman used to get bodied by like a lot of people, and that's kind of why I don't really Because for me, when I started reading all this stuff, and that's why I like Flash and Aquaman so much.
I actually like the old Superman animated series when I thought Lex Luthor was black. Because he had the meanest tan. He had the meanest tan.
Those
I'm like,
kind of dope.
Cool, we got... I mean, he's a bad guy. But it was like, hey, black character in DC, cool. And it turns out he's not black. He's just mad tan.
And they had like everything.
And it was more balanced, too. He was really balanced.
They had the cohesion between them, too. Because I remember there was an episode... like a couple episodes where Superman was pretending to be Batman because Batman was like off doing... I don't know. But like
that was great when they were trying to do stuff.
Hilarious. Yeah, exactly. So like the Joker's sitting there like, what the fuck? I smacked you with an iron thing and it broke. Nigga, you holding out on me? He's like, nigga, you had super strength and you never used it against me? What the fuck?
That's cool as shit.
That's dope.
What was that?
That's dope. I didn't realize Naruto had so many fucking like
characters.
Not the characters. So many fucking folklore shit just packed in there.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. There's like every story that I've ever heard about for any kind of like Western or Eastern, all of it's in there.
Yep.
You know, Shikacho's in there. You got fucking the Journey to the West.
Everything that has their own little saying about
Yamato no Orochi, Amaterasu.
It's the whole everything. It's something. Everyone needs to look it up. And it's like, and what made me realize that was the whole introduction of the Sannin and all that stuff.
Tale of Jiraiya, yeah.
And I was like, wait.
All of them are characters from Jiraiya's tale.
Yep.
Which is fucked up that he's the one that died. I'm going to punch someone in the face.
Okay, I kind of really want that one.
What's that one? That's dope.
It's also expensive.
Yeah, so.
He's like, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
I'm not even going to say it out loud.
It's a figure of Jiraiya doing like a gigantic ass Rasengan. It's dope as fuck. Yeah, because the people can't like see what we're.
Yeah, so I need pictures.
All right, so the figure.
Video.
That is dope.
The figure I just showed you guys, like the.
Yeah.
I just ordered it.
Nice. Kane, I see Kane on your phone.
Yeah, apparently.
What is Kane doing?
That's not news though. He already was the mayor of that town. Kane is Glenn, excuse me, is the mayor of a town.
Well, he was running for mayor
I
last
thought he already
year.
was mayor though. Or at the very least, he was an official at some point, like city council or something like that. But he wasn't there.
Yes,
Might not have been
I kind of want that one as well because I do like the first Hokage a lot. How much
Nara?
First Hokage is
119.
That's actually
you just reminded me
doable.
of something.
Put
Wrestling.
that right there.
Did you see that?
Untimely death. You just reminded me of something. Guess what? They are announced to come out. Guess what?
We gotta explain stuff because people can't like see the shit.
Wrestling HeroClix.
That's fucked up. Swing and a mish, and it's a
So wait, so that
Amish person playing basketball.
That whole thing that we went through and talked about.
Hold up. He just said an Amish person playing basketball.
Yeah, in my brain.
Basketball. That's a good movie.
Basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trey Stone, Matt Parker.
Yeah.
Created South Park. Or Orgasmo. It's another good
that?
one.
Said what?
Trey Stone, Matt Parker.
Oh yeah, those are two guys from that thing you showed me with they were making fun of the short dude.
Mm-hmm. That's from basketball.
They gave him a box to sleep in.
Yeah, but you're a little bitch. I swear to God, you guys are dragging me 13, 14 more times, and I'm out of here.
That's fucked up.
Opens window, dogs attack him.
Yeah, what was up with that? He just that character? He's the Meg character?
Yeah.
Okay.
But worse.
Ooh.
Is there pizza left?
Yeah, there's a whole sheet left.
Is there really?
Well, not anymore, because I took something to work to feed people, but I mean, there's still...
Nice.
What the fuck?
The perfect timing. I took pizza to work to feed people. It's dangerous to go alone.
That's fucked up. Oh, that's fucked up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a plate that's what the foil is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole bunch on there, and then
because I'm gonna need.
I did save the wings, but I'm gonna be very overzealous with that and say those are mine.
I can't have two.
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
I just asked specifically about pizza.
I mean, what you saw
So-
looked at when it came to the wings.
What was the name of that game that we played on at game night? With the cards?
Super Fight?
Super Fight?
Yeah, it was called Super Fight.
That shit was crazy. That shit got out of hand.
It's kind of like we like
It's
game
meant
night
for people like us.
Like game night is meant for us to get like come together, play games, have fun. Not come together and argue the entire night.
But that's the fun
The
part.
second I saw that it was a game where you could argue your stance, I was like, oh.
Exactly.
Because you heard me when I first walked in, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't really want to play it. I was like, oh, you could argue about... Nigga.
Yeah, it's like...
Say less.
It's like that game... Jake picked the wrong game. Cause like
Y'all messed Jake up. I was like,
hold up. Jake messed his own self up, given the
this
cards
is why
he's
Jake
drawing.
thinks He's like, yo, Shadow, like, hates me. Like, I think Shadow actually... We're like... No, Jake, he doesn't. No, what?
No.
He's just like, no. I think he hates me.
Like, did he like legit say that?
Yeah.
Wow.
This shit was hilarious.
What's funny is
Oh
the
my
fact that he thinks that Devon truly hates him.
It's so funny. He's like, no, because he's sitting there like, yo, why does he's just like always at me? I don't know why.
That's nice. Garra's figures have always been nice. Though.
Gar's figures are good because he can make shit.
Shenanigans.
But yeah, no,
That's like
it
that
is.
Great Fullbusters shit is always good too because he ice makes shit.
I'll have to like
Make
clarify that with Jake that I'm just messing with. I don't hate him
we
at all.
told him that, but
I
he
keep
was sitting
telling
there
him
like,
he doesn't believe us.
because he said like the way that Shadow comes at me with like the ferocity and shit. Yeah, it's like just the.
But no, he knows that when it comes
Now,
to like having to argue points with things,
I will give
why
him
would
this,
you want
though.
to go up against us in a game?
I will give him this though. The last time, and the reason I was laughing, the last time that I had seen you talking to him, you were just like, what the fuck is this? Like, he's just like, oh, okay, oh, wow, okay, all right. He's like, yeah, that's why you stutter like a bitch. I was like, I was like, does Shadow actually? I had to ask him. I was like, okay, because you had just told him like, no, Shadow doesn't hate him. Like, does he actually not hate him?
It's just the love he expresses through destruction.
Because see, not everybody can have Carl as a friend. Where it's just
I've
constant.
seen a lot of the Susano ones. They're really good.
It's just constant burning of my self. Pain inside.
Remember I was telling you? I haven't been able to find it again. Remember I was telling you about the one malicious compliance? Oh no, I don't work here, lady, with the military people, and the dude caught his person pocket.
I feel like you found a subset of the
it's the full.
I wonder how much that. I've seen one set where it was just like
What are they talking about?
I'm sorry. I know you said on the half side, but it was like it just happened.
It's gonna happen.
But we were talking about like the figures here. Like he was talking about like how there's one with Shisui, Kakashi, and Itachi.
I remember that one. Yeah.
And I remember seeing one where I was saying that I remember seeing one where it was like how big this thing was. It was like this dude was like working on it, and it was like bigger than.
I've seen people like 3D print those, and it's like
We know someone with a 3D printer.
Like, but his is a bitch 3D printer compared to theirs. They have like
BD.
this entire fucking area is just the 3D printer, and they're like it can make those things. If you have like the thing for it, like the file for it, it can like it's so precise that you don't even get like the little block things. You know how like when you 3D print shit, it's like fucking the best one you can get, pretty much. And I've seen those things are fucking crazy.
I have a feeling about buying one actually.
Fucking like a room as a 3D printer.
Make your own Funkos.
Yeah.
Custom made Funkos.
Because I was gonna try and do one that's drawing.
Not surprised.
I need them to do. They just went and just did fucking.
I just thought of something. Like if you do end up getting like a 3D printer, Jiraiya facing one way. Right behind him is Yujiro with his arms crossed.
That's gonna be hard because you have to create the file for those, which means you have to do like SolidWorks shit, and it's gonna be crazy.
Good thing we know all those artists.
He's an artist. Make the art.
This part is nice, but the second Hokage himself is weird looking.
He is kind of. I mean, when is he not though?
But why have him?
He's a hating ass nigga. His face is always scrunched up like, you smell that? I smell Uchiha. Smell like straight up shit.
Smell like bitch in here.
Uncle Ruckus of Japan.
Fucking CT, yeah.
Kind of is.
Oh my god, no.
CT, I'm really hoping that everybody really likes CT in the story.
I feel like him so far.
I need to just start writing down themes for mine because my mind is going like a million miles a second. I've only written like one paragraph.
So as of now, how do you feel about Lilith as a character, given the little she's been?
I like where you're going with it so far, like with her, like how she's like this badass with like she's not really afraid of anything. Like I like how you got I like that. And like the comments she make towards
Oh, and just a heads up, in my story, because it's about that Steven, like our Steven, where you're all gonna be in it.
So he's about to have me be like the most hateful.
Oh, bruh, you'd be like
ever.
breaking through Area 51 like it's nothing. Because that's part of the story.
This kid I was in school with, his name is Chasmar. He was writing a story.
You said what? Say that again?
Chasmar.
You said Shazmar?
Chaz. Chaz.
Mar.
Sorry,
Are you good right now?
I've never heard this name before in my brain.
He was trying
my brain is like,
not to laugh at it. Like I was watching him trying
I could hear it in his voice.
I'm like, you said a name, right? Is that his last name or is that his first name?
That's his first name.
What is his mom?
I think it's a perfectly fine name, unlike the name that
you get used to it, yeah, when you hear it, but like
this, like there was a name that Joe told me that had
name
me
marijuana Pepsi.
There was a name that Joe told me that had me dying as soon as I heard it, and the dude's name, he said that the dude's name was Gangador. It's like.
Now
that's why I can't be a teacher nowadays.
I
if I run into one of these names
to tell that story because it's her story. Like she was at a club with her friends and the dude came up and started to spit game to him.
Can you spell that name?
Gangador. I'm gonna spell it gonorrhea and say that's how you spell it. That's about it.
But
I don't know. Gongdor. No. Gonga because of Ganga. Dor.
I don't know why that makes me think of like it's like Gondor mixed with like ganja or something like. I don't fucking know.
Ganga.
But Chasmar was like he was writing a story, and he had me in there as a character. I'm like as a bad guy nonetheless. I'm like
I wasn't gonna make you the bad guy. Huh? You were gonna be basically the same. So you're gonna be like. This motherfucker's mad, dumb, powerful. You gotta act like he ain't,
I am not a bad person.
But at the same time, you're like the best person, though.
It's like I am not a bad person at all.
People are gonna look at you and be like, "Yo, that guy's definitely a bad guy." And you're like, "He's the nicest person."
There's the people who play him in Destiny.
Yeah, right.
See, he becomes the bad guy in like Naruto, DOA, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Wait.
I'm sorry,
Magic.
your dude's name sounds like a band that Prince used to be a part of or some shit. Shazlamar?
Yo.
I can't even remember it.
That's dope.
Is that Shikaku?
Well, on my price range, that's
dope. Is Shikamaru's dad named after Gaara's spirit? Is that why his name is the same? Or is that just a coincidence?
Coincidental, maybe?
Okay.
Inconsequential and...
Because most people don't know their names and shit, so I guess.
Turns out that Shikamaru's family were supposed to be the Jinchuriki for Shikaku way back.
That would be weird.
Shikaka.
Ace Ventura was great.
They better keep this filter.
I didn't know that they had the Funko Pop for him.
Who, Ace Ventura?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised.
I think there's a few different ones.
He's a couple $100. No, he's in the thousands.
Huh? No. I was saying I think there's like a few different variations.
Yeah, but they're all massively expensive.
Damn.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking cool.
How expensive?
I think he said thousands.
Yeah, one of them is definitely like a little over $1,000. The other one that I saw, because I think there's only two.
Is that supposed to be like an Itachi, like, oh, Itachi's gay type thing? People kept saying that, and they were like, I kept seeing like rainbow Itachi stuff, like where they were making the flag, like the Akatsuki case where the red, they were making it like pride clouds or whatever.
I don't know why they keep trying to make characters. Like, just leave him be.
Oh, his best friend was a man. Oh, he's gay. It's like fucking.
I mean,
what?
Goku's best friend is a dude.
Word. Like, what dude's best friend ain't a dude?
What's the name's probably best friend isn't a dude.
Your mom's.
What's the name's best friend probably isn't a dude.
And then wait. That happened with Aruka Sensei in the bridge, and then the kid said, "At least I have a mom." And then Aruka was like, "Oh shit."
Aruka, I would agree if he would be gay. I can agree to that one because I can kind of see it.
I love how you asked like, why do people do that, and then you just did it.
No, because that's just his general demeanor.
He kind of feels like a normal person that was thrust into the world of Naruto.
That's why he's Sokka. He's like all these people and their magic.
Literally, yes.
I want it.
That was great. Sokka was a great character.
Sokka is a great character.
Him and Uncle are like my favorite. Him, Uncle, and Toph, my favorite characters, and Boomy, them four.
I would say for Avatar, my favorite character, Sokka, definitely one of them.
Like Sokka, Toph, Boomy, and Uncle. Like
Sokka,
just
Toph,
the Bomb Squad.
Iroh, and honestly, Azula's May.
I feel like if you put them on a team 4v4, that team would wreck everybody.
Pretty much.
Toph, Uncle, Boomy, and Sokka. Like,
that's like let's just pick the best of everyone. It's like that's not fair. It's like put Aang on a team. It's like, oh yeah, that team's gonna lose. Anything. That was kind of unfair though. They were like, oh fucking, you're the Avatar, so you can't play games with us. It's like you realize you're creating like a villain, right? Like he has all the powers of the universe, and you're excluding him from shit. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna end great. Word. That's gonna end great. Did he create it?
Yeah, he created that sphere riding thing.
Oh
and then they just made a
game out of it. It was like you can't play.
Just bullshit.
So y'all gonna take the thing that I created and make a game out of it, and then say I'm not allowed to play?
Honestly, those stories are always interesting when you have like a good character or a neutral character, and then like other people actively turn them into a bad guy. Oh, and then it's like, oh no, because like honestly, I was kind of hoping the Shield Hero would just be like, no, I'm wiping out your whole country. Like,
see, because I had always seen Shield Hero, and I was surprised from what I saw Shield Hero. I only ever saw like people talking about him being like good in the second third. I never realized that it was gonna be like that.
Oh, the rage and the
turn to like
the crap
immediately like fuck everyone. Yeah, I don't
first
trust
episode,
anyone. Fuck
like,
everyone.
Yeah,
I did not realize it was.
That's
gonna
why
be like that. So I was like,
like that show, like what happens to him if it wasn't for his squad keeping him calm, he would have been like, okay, I'm gonna go to this other country, I'm gonna level up, and I'm wiping out all y'all. And I would have been okay with that. Like
it's mad fucked up too. That's like, okay, Shadow.
Yes.
You can no longer drink water in this house.
That's basically.
And then you try to go to the sink, and I'll just like knock the faucet off. Then you try to leave the house, and I lock you in. That's basically what happened to him. It's like, nigga, really? It's fucked up. And then the thing about they're supposed to be
yeah.
But then there's contradicting shit with that because you're like, well, you're supposed to work, not supposed to. Okay, fine, whatever.
Especially because they can't solo crap. I mean, he can, they can't.
He can, yeah, right. Like, oh, well, you're mad under level. It's like, yeah, but I can kill things.
I don't like space.
Unlike you.
That's why I remember I was telling you the whole thing about like the backstory of like the other heroes. I found that out because there's this guy on YouTube. I can't think of his name right now, but he basically does comparisons between what they show in the anime versus what is cut out from the manga and light novel. And there's like a whole another set of shields he has that he doesn't really use and stuff. So that's like the reason he's so powerful is because like his base stats are really, really high. He just doesn't have all those fancy skills that they have because he basically, you know how in games how it'll be like you get an item and then the item has a passive ability that you get while it's equipped, and then there's the ability that you can like rank up.
Yeah.
Basically, what everyone else does is they'll get a new weapon, and they'll be like, cool, go get another new weapon. While with him, he'll basically max out the weapon and, like, master it. So he'll get those passive abilities and those passive skills.
He's constantly in situations where he's using it.
But because he maxed out the weapon, those passive stat buffs become permanent stat buffs for him. Because, you know, he mastered it. So that's why, like, he's...
Like when he gives people potions and shit.
Yeah, that's why, like, his stats are, like, decent even though he's under levels. Because, like, okay, I'm 10 levels lower than you, but my defense is 50 points higher than yours. Because, like, he actually maxes out...
The shield hero.
Yeah, he actually maxes out his stuff.
I love the stupidity of people who are just like, bruh, how did you tank my most powerful attack, Shadow?
I'm the shield hero.
How did you do it? It's like, nigga... That's all I do.
You know,
the shield.
Did you realize how contradictory Spear Hero is? When Spear Hero said people shouldn't be forced to fight fights they don't want to, and then force the shield hero.
We're not talk about that. We're not talking about him. Fuck him.
That's great.
Shove his spear right up his ass.
Shove a gerbil.
What happened?
What?
Talking about Miss Garrison.
Drugs are bad and good.
Okay.
Drugs are good, okay.
I'm trying to like find something to draw or think of something to draw. I have no idea.
You should draw
Joe.
Ew, why you want to fuck up his eyesight?
You should draw Joe as what's the name? You know the have you watched any? You watched Hero Academia, right?
What?
Hero Academia?
Yeah.
Draw Joe as Gang Orca.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
Or if you really want to piss him off, draw Joe as the fucking seal dude.
That's what I thought you were gonna go with. Then you said Gang Orc, and I was like, you know, I'm not. Would I really be a superhero that would be considered one of the evil-looking superheroes?
I thought you said you wanted to be him though.
I think Gang Orca looks awesome.
Yeah.
I do like Gang Orc, but I don't.
Can you imagine a game?
Are you going to argue that people don't see you in public and try to be like, yo, that guy, I'm staying away from him.
And then he
like,
does a laugh.
I feel like that's more so me than him.
Wait, I have a question for you guys.
Apparently, I scare people away because I generally think I walk around with a smile on my face, but apparently I'm scowling.
Well, that's because, I mean, you've seen anime where people try to smile and it's like...
Hold on. I had, I got in trouble or whatever, but HR, like the guy, like HR dude asked me, was like, do you think you're approachable? I'm like, I think so, yeah, but then again, everybody has their own opinion, and so I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. It's like, what makes you approachable is like, I'm like,
handsome?
No.
What makes me approachable? I take baths.
That one makes you not approachable.
What, being, oh yeah, because hating ass niggas, yeah, you're right.
It was like, do you smile? I'm like, yeah. He was like, do you smile at people? I'm like,
they give me a reason to smile at them.
yeah. I'm like, I'm not just gonna like, honestly, I
like,
don't,
should I just walk around like this all day?
That's
like,
what they're trying to tell me at my job. And
if if I see anybody walking around constantly smiling, I'm like, I'm staying away from that person. Like,
because people generally
you
get
a fucking Disney employee.
Like, you want me to hum
like,
too?
why you?
That is the creepiest thing I've ever heard about with Disney and their fucking employees. Like, you remember the dude who put up the videos about like what it's like to be a Disney employee?
Yeah.
The shit he said was creepy as fuck. He's like, there are some times where there's two different types of Disney employees. There's the employees who are always like acting like they're Snow White, basically. Mm-hmm. And they're like, everything's nice and great, and yeah, this, that, and third. Then there's the other people like, okay, fuck it, I'm just here to, okay, believable. But like the creepy people who are like always happy, every once in a while, like one of them will just drive away and just never come back to work, and you're just like, you'll just never hear from them again. It's just like, that's kind of weird. And then like they didn't get fired, nothing happened, assuming one day they just cracked and they just never came back to work. They creepy shit. So yeah, no, I don't.
5 years later, would you like to play a game?
Work. That's why I didn't smile at work. Remember they punished me saying like, oh, you have to say hi to every single person you see. I'm like, ha ha ha! You trying to have me kill somebody, ain't you? Like, oh my god, that was terrible. Yo, fuck those people.
And then people were getting mad at you because they thought you were trying to like kiss up to people and stuff.
You hear that, Jen? Fuck you, Jen. I'll smile when I want to. You fix the apples, bitch. No. This dumb bitch gonna tell me go fix the apples. Like, bitch, I already fixed the apples. Oh, but a customer just took one.
So then why
you want me to go all the way the fuck to the back of the store to bring back the apples so I can put one apple back? Boy, you crazy. Anyway.
Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, my other boss was like the only reason I survived
hungry.
at that job. Because I had a boss named Steve and he was dope.
Why didn't you make some of the za?
He said no food on the podcast. So I'm gonna wait till the podcast
Who
is
said
over.
you had to eat it on the podcast?
Where are you
hungry right
walk
now,
to another
though.
room, like snarf, just gobble it down, just come back.
See,
Gotta Kirby style it.
I said gobble it. I didn't say fucking nibbler. This nigga, he doesn't gobble shit. He inhales shit. I saw him inhale that goat. I was like,
I like to enjoy my food.
He's just like, shit was
Great
gross
choice,
as
Chris.
fuck. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, then he's like,
You know what I just thought about? Could you imagine like having to like, you know how obviously when you work like for a hotel you gotta like clean the rooms? Can you imagine having to clean after someone who eats like Grouch from from Sesame Street?
oh damn.
Because like half the food misses his mouth.
Oh, Cookie Monster? You mean? Like when he go?
I thought yes, Cookie Monster. I thought it was Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch
yeah.
is just nasty.
No.
Yeah, cook.
They're both kind
Are
of.
they both eat like that?
Does he eat like? I've never seen Oscar the Grouch eat.
Maybe I'm thinking of Cookie
No,
Monster.
because
you
they always
think of
imply
Cookie
that
Monster,
he
but
eats-
Grouch is just dirty.
Yeah, like they always imply that he eats trash. Like he gets like a banana, he's like, "Oh, that looks delicious. I'll eat that later." He doesn't want to show kids to like, "Hey, kids, eat trash."
But yeah, for my bad, Cookie Monster. Can you imagine having to clean up after somebody who eat Cookie Monster? Who's like Cookie Monster, but they eat all their like. Imagine lasagna. Imagine chili. Like
my niece went through a phase where she was eating everything like Cookie Monster, and I'm like, you see how you're still hungry, right? Because you're not actually eating, right? My sister's like, how she already ate like 4 cookies. What she need another cookie for? I'm like, she's not actually eating them. She's Cookie Monster, and she's like, oh god, she better stop doing that. I know that.
yeah, food bills would be astronomical. Cleaning bills would be astronomical. You would still be hungry.
Yeah, no. Any kind of job where you have to clean up behind people, I'm like...
That's why I like working in the back, doing like stocking type stuff.
Yeah.
Or, if I finally get that tech job, that would be nice. Making
Tech
money.
job would be nice. I need to get my CAD shit together.
I gotta check that out. I don't know if they're still doing it. Apparently,
I gotta check that out. What is that? Check that all the way out.
there's a VR place like arcade in the mall
Weird.
that I think they said like that they're like looking for gamers. So my dad he's like told me to
You
check
play
it out.
video games, you go do that. Exactly.
I would. I totally would.
And then he turned out to be Sword Art Online. It's like, oh, Shadow,
Damn.
he missed.
Damn.
I mean,
we'd have to go in after him. We're not just gonna fucking leave him in there.
honestly, I would just if that were to actually happen, I would grind as much experience as I can get, and
Killing dogs and shit outside.
just I know what to do in
I play
games
video
like that.
games. I know how this works.
So
Right.
what was happening?
I want to believe in him, but at the same time, there was the confidence in that one guy who's like, I play video games. He died on the first boss. Just like, oh shit.
See, my thing is
No, but Shadow can actually do it.
I actually go when it comes to adventure games or whatever. I'll actually go around looking for very specific things, gathering items and stuff that I know I'll need or I feel like I'll need later. I'll hold on to them.
It's better to do that in adventuring games, yeah, because they actually
I like
And
to
explore every nook and
I
cranny.
like to explore before heading on to the next area.
Like, my mining skill is 5,000. I'm on level 3. Hey.
Oh my god,
For example, Skyrim. I actually got my stealth skill to legendary 3. Basically, maxed it out. It's either that or higher, but
I never do stealth skill. I'm always loud as fuck, and you know I'm coming. You
it's
know
all
your
about the
death is
stealth.
coming.
It's all about the stealth. Though.
Yeah, I've watched you play stealth and magic. I've watched him play, come get me.
Spell sword that just fucks people up. Yeah, typically.
Hey, you, about to fight you. Let's go. Why did you sneak up on me? Because I'm a man.
The D&D thing where the guy was like, fighter. I wonder what he does. It's a fucking mystery. I've been watching those, trying to figure out what I want to be for D&D. and I definitely don't want to be fighter after he
be a monk.
basically called them
powers.
like mouth breathers and shit. Like, yeah, monk is dope.
Well,
I remember the last the D&D campaign we never made. Steve was building. He wanted me to be a monk.
I firmly believe that Steve's not gonna do shit.
Got a house campaign working.
Honestly, if someone else with D&D, I would make campaigns. I don't have enough D&D knowledge to be a DM. But if you want me to make scenarios, I would have fun making scenarios.
You can take the story of whatever storyline there is, because you have the DM books, and you can do that. Or you can
honestly,
just
what I was going to do, I was literally going to basically make all the scenarios off of like stories we already know. So like, hey, this is the
story of a girl.
Yeah. But it was basically like, you know how the whole like the bridge builder in Naruto, I was gonna make like that kind of scenario.
That bitch looks sad in photographs.
See, the phone knew you were trying to do something bad. That's why the song came on.
But yeah, so like the bridge builder escort mission for Naruto, that would be a fun campaign.
Yeah, because I'd probably be the one to sit there and be like, oh god, Carl watched Hero Academia last night.
I would make
Why are there buses in the middle of the field of like whatever? It's like, yeah, because you're about to get ground bounced off the buses. It's like, god damn.
Ooh, I would make a Junko character.
You Junko character?
Dual wield in trees.
That motherfucker is crazy.
He's like, I'm afraid of stuff, but I can dual wield trees.
Like, Junko's a problem.
Yeah.
I should probably put my phone in the charger before I have to leave out for work.
Yeah. That would be a fun campaign.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me do that.
Okay, dog.
Ooh, the tuning exams, like in the Forest of Death. That would be a fun campaign.
That'd be an interesting campaign.
Because I would have to like build multiple teams, and you guys would have to like either avoid them completely, or you'd have to run into them. So I'd probably make like a big board,
multiple encounters.
Yeah, I'd probably make a big board, and then have you guys like have figures to represent you guys selves, and have you walk around the board.
And it could also be like thing after thing, because exactly what happened to them. They're like, oh wow, you started getting in a fight, you started using loud ass attacks and shit. And people are watching you.
Being too popular.
I'm not used to this.
So popular. Don't let it go to your head though.
That would be fun. Ooh, what's the name could be fun campaign? Get Backers when they're in the
Limitless Fortress.
Yeah, that could be a fun.
That's
campaign.
Gonna be a pain in the ass.
Get
ready to get everyone gets separated and has to try to fend for themselves.
Watch, one of the people who's gonna have us go up against is gonna be the cross-dresser dude from Bangkok Knockout.
I mean, Bangkok Knockout could be a campaign in itself. Have you seen the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
So you know how it was like, hey, we're trying to
fight levels.
We were trying to do the whole go out for this movie, and then it's like, no, this is a game, and you guys auditioned to be part of the game.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Is that how that happened?
Yeah, they thought they were auditioning to be a martial arts team in a movie, and then all the people that were like catering to them and everything were the other fighters that were going to have to fight, and they were basically the other fighters were betting them pretty much. And basically, so they were catering to them. They all fell asleep and then woke up in like an abandoned town.
Oh, like literally catering, like they were eating.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then they fell asleep, woke up in an abandoned town, and it was like, hey, if you want your friend back, you got to fight through all these people.
Why does that sound familiar? I've never seen that.
And then there was a bunch of people. I've shown you Bangkok Knockout before.
No, but I mean like the concept.
Oh, the concept, yeah. And then basically,
the fighting,
they were like, secret cameras around. There were all these rich people betting on who would win out of the fights.
I mean, it's been done quite a few times. You had a bunch of things that were like...
There was a movie with what's the name? I think Vin Rames, where he was a fighter, and it was like this big like assassin versus assassin tournament across a town, and he won. And what ended up happening was he won the original one, and then he retired, and they wanted him to come back, but he wouldn't come back. So someone killed his wife, and the only clue he had was whoever killed his wife would be in the next tournament. So he went into the next tournament. Damn. Yeah. Ving Rhames was in it. There was do you remember Warehouse 13? Do you remember the girl?
Remember that was a shot. Didn't?
Oh no, it was Ungrateful Ninja. Do you remember when they got a new caretaker? You know how they had the inn? Remember the stuff happened with the girl? I don't know if he's on the watch, so I don't want to. Stuff happened with the girl, and they got a new caretaker. Remember the lady? She was in that movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. There were a bunch of other faces. I just can't think of all of them off the top of my head.
Huh.
Oh, Scott Adkins was in it.
That's weird for Ving Rhames to be like action.
I'm pretty sure it was Ving Rhames.
Then again,
such overrated person.
Who? Ving Rhames?
No,
Scott Adkins.
Scott Adkins.
Oh.
I want to see more movies with I can't think of his name right now, but he was in Blood and Bone, the last guy that Michael J. White fought. He was a Wing Knight in what's his name? Because
do you remember his name?
I can't think of his name right now. he was also Johnny Cage in
He was in the Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Actually, I think Michael J. White was in that. I think he was Jackson that.
Was he?
I think he was Jackson that.
And what? Mortal Kombat?
There was this live action mini thing they were doing. Or
it wasn't
in
like an
between one of the
official
games.
movies or something like that. It was like almost like a promotional thing that was like. Ugh.
Yeah, that was the one where like
actors.
Scorpion didn't have all the superpowers. He was like a legit assassin.
Stupid.
Yeah. But I think he was Jackson that.
Yeah. Interesting.
In the old games, I actually used to play as Jax a lot.
I used to play as Jackson Raiden a lot.
Jax actually had his
black
own
character. So
it was either Jax or I think Jax had his own video game. Yeah, I know Sub-Zero did for sure.
He might have, yeah.
Mortal Kombat. I can't remember the name of it though.
So back when Mortal Kombat was doing mad spin-off shit. Because
I was I remember playing as Jax, going through, and it was like a
side scroller,
beat 'em up,
like Double Dragon.
That was a good game.
You know what game I used to like a lot? It was either called Golden Axe or Golden Dawn.
Axe.
Yeah, I used to like that game a lot.
Golden Dawn is the Black Clover.
Okay. I used to like Golden Axe a lot.
Because I keep hearing people say there needs to be a game where you play with a character and this, that, and the third, and then you get to the end, and then the character that you're playing with ends up being the final boss, like the shadow boss, and I'm like, Double Dragon, that already happened. People going forwards trying to look for shit, they need to go backwards. You know how Digimon say, gotta look to the past, head toward the future. That's all I can say, because copyright. That was a dope season, though. I want to become the Digimon. I'm like, fuck having them as pets.
It's Matt Mullins.
Matt Mullins, yeah, there you go. Eminem.
My foot's been right here the whole time.
But yeah,
you're kind of stepping on me the whole time.
Kind of.
I haven't seen Matt Mullins in a lot of stuff, but the stuff I've seen him in, I've enjoyed him in it. He was in something else with Michael J. White. It was some futuristic battle lord type. Whoever wins becomes the new leader type thing.
Manga.
It was
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I think it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
I can't think of it, but he was in it too. Michael J. White and Matt Mullins was in it.
Michael J. White just have an open thing
Michael
for Netflix.
lose for plot reasons.
Probably. Yep. Because he seems like he has mad movies on Netflix. It seems like he just has look, hey, anything you want to make, Michael J. White will pay for it.
Well, I mean, a lot of the stuff he made and it just put on, and then after that, everyone was like, hey, Michael J. White, you're popular. And I was like, no, I've been popular. You just was under a rock.
Man, no,
He's also did 4 movies with Medea. He wasn't doing a lot of fighting.
Yeah,
movies.
he was randomly somebody's husband and shit.
Yeah, he was the loud lady's husband.
You're so evil.
Honestly, his character in those movies are great though.
Oh yeah,
him, and then
it was Spawn. Only the bad stuff didn't happen.
Yeah,
so he just had.
It didn't happen yet.
Goddamn. Then again, would it really be that bad if she, the loud lady just,
Well, she never got. He got.
That's true, actually. Actually, the lady from was that the lady from?
She was in Empire. His wife in his
wife in the Spawn movies. I guess she just got was that? I think that might have been her. She got divorced and she kind of gained weight. So people were like, "Oh, her husband divorced her because she's fat." And everybody's trying to protect her from the body shaming or whatever. I saw a thing about that earlier.
Actually,
that might have been her. I'm not sure.
I'm not 100% sure, but you just reminded me of something where that's always interesting when that happens. When people are average built or skinny, and then they get married, and it's I haven't seen you in 10 years. You don't look the same.
They grow because I've been constantly fed.
But it happens on both sides, though.
I would say, in my opinion, I would guess that more likely than not, if there's a divorce that happens, it's more because of what's going on in the relationship. Not because of somebody gaining or
I'm not attracted to you anymore, so I'm leaving. It's that's maybe 2% of the people who get divorced.
It's it's literally because of what's been happening inside the relationship, what's been.
It's always interesting when
or money.
I was gonna say
perfectly good relationships get ruined because of money.
After the divorce, everyone started getting in shape, and I'm a rock climber now. I go clubbing and all this other stuff. And it's why was you trying to do that while you was in the relationship?
because time.
Maybe
This was taking up all my damn time.
There's some people
the person
who
didn't want to do that.
there are some people who are like, oh, I'm
That
like
happens a lot
280,
too,
and I get divorced. It's like, yeah, I'm like 180 and cut now. It's like you could have been working out and stuff if you wanted to.
Can you imagine like finding out you're an otaku at like age 30, and then your wife is just like, nah, I'm not having it.
I mean,
like
not
dragging me
this
to
house.
cons and shit. Yeah, word.
he didn't find out about you. Remember Psych? Remember Freddie Prinze Jr. character? Remember he was a secret otaku? He was hiding it from his wife.
Yeah,
and then like
she had the samurai flamenco where he had an he pressed a button in his fucking living room, an entire like wall slides.
So basically in Psych, one of their friends they grew up with, he tech mogul, right?
Tech mogul, yeah. He used to be like nerdy, like
and he basically blew up in the tech world.
Grew up to be Freddie Prinze Jr.
And basically, he bought this really big house, and he had a secret room in his house where all his nerd stuff. Because his wife thought that he was like, I mean, obviously she knew what he did, but he gave off this, oh, I watch sports, I'm a jock, I do mixed martial. That's the kind of vibe he portrayed to people. Mm-hmm. He was a super nerd. He had an entire. I think he had like a DeLorean or something. And like,
did she find out and then she still accepted him?
She found out the second time he came around, because I think he was in 2 episodes.
Possibly, yeah.
And I think the second time he came around, she found out, and she was like, I'm a nerd too. And he was like, remember that business trip? That was to Comic-Con.
She's like, no, yeah. And then she got mad because she's like, went to Comic-Con without me?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. Oh, man.
Psych is so good.
I find that shit. Goddamn.
Psych is great. I think she was like a model or something.
She was. Yeah. Psych was like...
It was wonderful.
Spawned so many other shows.
Kenan was in it. Like... I think John Cena was in it. Like
John Cena's randomly his girlfriend's older brother.
Honestly, for me, I feel like it's like if you're not into video games or anime and stuff.
I like the people who are open enough to it to at least try to watch it. And
yeah,
if they like it, like they like it. If they don't, they don't. But they still
like
I
keep trying to tell people like that like talk about like how it's just cartoons like you're too old. Like okay,
cartoons. Watch Open Legs, sir.
Family Guy. You watch Family Guy.
There's literally
American
an
Dad
anime
Simpsons.
that covers every single topic. Any sports, whatever. There's an anime for it. Guaranteed you'll like something.
Pretty much, yeah. My cousin watched Death Note. She likes Death Note. My other cousin, my niece, she was watching Kill la Kill.
Just reminded me of something. New isekai anime. Dude gets sucked into a game with his mom, and his mom is busted.
Bruh.
I forget the name of it, but apparently his mom has like these 2 elemental swords that are really busted.
Is it one of those fucking sentence titles?
I don't think so.
Remember we were looking at a bunch of them when we were watching the Fire Show down here, and then it was just like, yo, what is with all these sentence titles?
I don't think so, but I know it's brand new. It's like, I want to say it's less than 5 episodes out.
The summer of time I fled from school because bully stuff and things. It's like, god damn it. Wow.
I don't think
they made a One Punch Man. Oh god, no.
I don't think they made a. They better not have. But
Probably.
Johnny Sins is wearing the fucking.
I was gonna say.
Knew this man's name.
I don't even know his name.
Because you know he's a connoisseur of the art.
But like when you said like something about like sentence, the names of like the titles for the animes.
Yeah.
You had like we didn't see anything like that. You asked me about that because I was telling you about that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
That was with you. That we saw like 2 or 3 more.
But yeah,
I brought that
like
up.
you like because you asked me, I was like what is with the sentence like that's the name of I didn't make it. That's
they're doing it too much now. It's almost like back in the day when they used to do like such and such title, beat the Vanderbuster.
I didn't make the English language. I just know how it works. Don't get mad at me like I'm making the words.
Sorcerer, stabber, orphan. They stick with naming conventions and they do it for like 10 fucking years and then they stop. So now we're like in the mid range for these sentence title shit.
Should make a manga titled Funkle.
Honestly, remember what the whole when they had that skit and it was like Dees Funkle and everything. I was like, so did like that's where they get the name Funko Pop from? Like I was thinking about it. Like someone had a Funko, they knew how to make stuff. It's like, that's a good name. Because his Funko was also his pop.
Why do you choose these things? See, I told you. Remember we saw that? The person who was like, why do you fill your brain with these things? And I was like, "That's Carl."
Wait, what?
Yeah. Do you love your mom?
Do you love your mom?
Are your parents still
her 2-hit multi-target attacks?
Also, it is a sentence title. But yeah, that's the anime that.
That was a question, not a. That was a whole question.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But it's like I haven't watched the anime, but it seems like dude was gonna get sent into the game. He was like, "Cool." He got sent into the game. He was like, "Yes, I can be an adventurer." And his mom came. He's like, "Why are you here?" Oh, blah 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 blah.
I was in the room.
And then like he picked up this legendary sword, and then his mom was like, "That looks cool. There's 2 more left." And then the king was like, "No one can do that." She lifts them both. It is so. It turns out like his mom is more busted than he is, but he's the gamer.
If it's for my daughter, I'd even delete Demon Lord.
I've heard of that one. I haven't watched that one either.
Defeat. It's too damn tiny for me to see.
Let me see. Probably says defeat.
It's probably defeat.
There's this anime. I don't know the name of it, but it has hilarious implications. It's basically about this guy who works at this armor store, but all the armor they sell is like risque sexual armor. And he's like
Bikini chainmail.
Yeah, and he basically tries to help the adventurers pick armor and stuff. But he gets nosebleeds, and whenever he gets nosebleeds, his health goes down. He gets he KOs.
Oh my god.
So literally, they have to use like healing magic on him. Then he'll look up, and it'll be like a girl over him, and he'll be like nosebleed again, KO. I haven't watched it, but it sounds hilarious.
That's fucked up.
What time is it?
Time for us to end the podcast.
Is it really?
Probably, yeah.
158.
Yep.
Alright, guys. Take care.
So, I don't know if I saved before I turned off my Xbox and I captured the necker, so I might have to redo that again.
I mean, it's not difficult. You just gotta wait for the timing.
Now that I know what to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is easy, just is waiting for night. It's the hardest part.
You gained experience, but outside the game.
It's like what I did was, it started turning nighttime, and I was like at the ancient forest, and what I did, I was like, okay, let me, because you have to wait for that great jogger to throw up.
Yeah, it has to eat
and
something.
I put down
so gross.
I put down the raw meat next to the aptonoths, so because the one little raw meat.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, okay, it ate the raw meat. I was like, okay, now eat an aptonoth, so I can get this necker.
You know what would have sucked? If you put the raw meat down, right? The great draggers came and ate the meat, and it ate the aptonoth. And then as it was leaving, Devil Joe came and killed it.
Devil Joe's a greedy bitch.
This is why you go to the low rank.
Unless, you know, the
I mean,
greatest Jogress is out there. Then he's like, oh, I forgot something at home. I'll be back.
Surprisingly enough, the Devil Joe doesn't really come around much for me. It literally avoids me.
Want to hear a funny story about old Monster Hunter?
You have like Intimidator or something like that?
No.
When,
It's just like,
that'd be low level.
I haven't killed, I think I killed like maybe 2 Devil Joes out of the maybe 18 or 19 that I've gone against. The rest of them I captured.
Maybe your character smells funny. Something, I don't know.
Her character smells funny.
But,
probably they got showers there.
in a world with
Now
no
they do.
showers.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's part of the thing with Iceborne. It's like a communal spring thing.
They always
so you can eat.
They always do that. They'll have a game where it's just like wilderness and nature, and then they'll have another game where you can actually go into hot tubs. Then they'll have another wilderness and nature. But
Switch hands like Kamen Rider.
Yeah, but no, this one is just more communal because you can eat there, you can go.
Yeah, they always expand on them because there used to be
in some of the other
in one of the Monster Hunters they actually had like a I don't want to say a stadium, but like a stage where you can actually listen to people sing, and it will give you like buffs and stuff.
Nice.
I think that was either 4 generations.
I don't know where to go.
Because I remember there was a state, there was like a church or something like that.
It might have been in Try 2, but I didn't play a super lot of
and
Try.
I never went in there because I was like, I don't know what the fuck this does, so fuck that.
But for the Devil Joe story, this guy I know, right? Playing Monster Hunter, just chilling, killing stuff. He hears the music and leaves, and his Pelico gets stumped.
Who was that?
You!
I immediately called it was you. It's like,
he smiled at me, and then I'm trying to think. I was
before
like,
he even looked at you, like, that sounds like a Justin
Because
story.
you told me, you said you played Monster Hunter one time, you were fighting like Agnactor or
so this was dumb long ago.
Yeah, you're fighting it, and basically you were fighting it. You were doing good, and then Devil Joe, you didn't even see it. You just heard the music, and you left, and then your Pelico's health just dropped to 0.
I was like, oh shit! Yeah,
just left his Pelico to get got.
Maybe that's why Happy is
follow me.
Maybe that's why Happy is the way he is now.
No, this is before Happy.
No, I'm saying he knows.
No. But the story followed. They keep telling, like, if you're his Palico,
he gonna let you get got by Devil Joe.
Okay, so how do you explain Jiraiya and his bullshit, or Yujiro and his bullshit?
He's just not living up to the name. I gave him a very powerful name.
Ghost is actually starting to redeem himself.
Kira is usually pretty solid.
Well, I can't really say
healing everybody.
Yujiro has, while I was corner trapped, taken out a few of the Elder Dragons with like the last hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't be too mad at him with that for the fact that he legit saved me from failing the entire thing.
Happy's come through a few times. It's just annoying when I'm like trying to get away from the monster's attacking Happy, and then Happy runs to me. It's like, nigga, you choose this time.
It's called the Monster Parade. It's been watching too much. Is it Run a Pick Up a Girl in the Dungeon? That's literally what happened. It was like, oh no, we're getting overwhelmed. We're going to run by Belle's party and then dip.
That shit was fucked up. I was like,
Monster Parade.
People do that?
The fact that they have a term for it is like terrifying.
People do it enough.
Yeah.
What equipment do you have on your Palico?
Just the healing thing.
Like, cause I have like all the different weapons you can have for the Palico right now, and there's one where it's a shield, and then actually like it'll draw the monster's attention.
All I need is for him to heal me and stay the fuck out of my way.
See, that's the
I
one
have
thing
it. I
that
never
gets
use
me
a shield.
fact
I
that
always use.
It'll be when either you're asleep or you're stunned.
Or
and your Palico's supposed to come over
smack the shit out of you. Yeah.
thing to get items.
Exactly, that's what mine will do. Or
Yeah,
if I'm low in health, they'll be like, oh, I have this Vigor Wasp.
This nigga brings out the Vigor Wasp when I'm already drinking. I'm like, nigga, I'm already full.
Here, have some more.
But you see, he'll come next to me when I do need it, and then
Come
he'll
over
use
the
it on
table like,
himself.
bitch!
Well, you should be happy now. They got that upgrade Vigor Wasp that can like res you or something now.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
And Iceborne.
Iceborne, yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Yeah, I know that one got an up. Like they announced that 3 were getting upgrades, but they're alluding to all of them getting power ups. But a big one was the Vigor Wasp now can res you.
Yeah.
I don't know the specifics.
Did you see the stuff about the armor? We're not really entirely sure if it like, because you know they're like doing all the events and stuff so that you can get all the armors and get all the stuff and whatever. But like, we're not entirely sure if that's gonna be, if that stuff can carry over and be important.
Everything usually carries over. It just doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
The only thing that really will keep going are weapons.
They were saying like day one, like the armor that they give you, like where you're just like basic shit. Basic shit's gonna outdo like everything. But we're not sure if that's gonna.
Honestly, I would still use my armors just because even though I'll have the higher defense, all those abilities could change. Yeah. And honestly, if you got skill, you can just skill dodge. That's what freaking Challenger Mantle and Temporal is for.
And the evasion thing, that's fucking crazy as hell. I didn't even know that was a stat. I'm just upgrading that now. So.
Oh, the one that gives you a bigger window for your invulnerability, yeah.
Shit's great. I
don't use that one too often because I don't Superman dive too much. I usually just sidestep.
Yeah. Alright. Peace out.
Peace.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You look like you were hailing right there.
Good joy.
What was she after?
The fuck?
You guys have a great day.
You should like get Joe to cosplay as Behemoth. Go as Monster Hunter characters at the con.
I won't be here next week, so you guys can just have all the fun.
Oh yeah.
Just how you left me out of the podcast and just did it without me.
Yeah, revenge. We're gonna talk about all the good stuff that Joe wants to talk about without him.
Bruh, I told you, you just failed to retort all the information.
Negro, you didn't tell me nothing.
Why you smiling?
You didn't tell me nothing.
Why you smiling?
You didn't tell me shit.
Why you smiling?
That's that smile of guilt.
Why are you smiling? You didn't tell me nothing. Why are you smothering?
I'm smiling because you smiling right now because I caught you in the fucking lie.
This nigga said I'm smiling because you.
You know, smiles are contagious.
Monkey do.
You called me a monkey?
It's calling you a Satan.
if I say
son of a
monkey, that's done.
I mean, technically speaking, Saiyans are monkeys.
Why are you? You're saying we're Saiyans now?
Well, Saiyans we're supposed to be black people.
That is true. And on that note,
and they had to stop it because they were like Frieza always saying stupid monkeys and whatnot. It's like, that could be so racist. Japanese
Japan's not ready for a massive amount of black people in anime. Naruto was like the best they could do. All right, peace.
One Piece.
There's like one actual black guy in One Piece, like that's definitively like.
What's the name?
He's not. Dude from Buggy's crew, who's like literally he is like.
What about Brook?
Devon's complexion.
What about Ishvalans?
What about Brook?
They're like more Indian.
Brook is a Hispan, like another like Spanish guy as well.
Yeah, that's why his hair looks like that.
Like I thought Brooks was black, then I saw a picture and I'm like, oh.
Cloud Ninja Village.
That's what you're saying. He's saying Naruto.
Yeah, I said that. That was like the best we could get. That's the best we could do. All right, peace.